Yeah, we're 11 days out from November 3rd. Everybody should vote. How about that for a final pitch? Make your voice heard. But I am honored and thrilled to be in this U.S. Senate race, and I got in this race to put Iowa first, to fight for our hardworking families. I grew up on the farm, and my dad always said, there's no boy jobs, and there's no girl jobs. There's just jobs that need to get done. And right now in Washington, we need to get some jobs done. And I think we need to work together a whole lot more like we do in our hometowns, where people come together, where we fix a pothole in the street, not because it's a Republican or a Democratic pothole, because it's a problem that needs to be solved. And we have got to work our way out of this pandemic. We've got to have health care for all of us. It's the number one issue on the ballot. We've got high unemployment across this country. And of course, bankruptcy rates are at an 8-year high in farm country. And so there's a lot of work that needs to get done. I got in this race to work with anyone to get those jobs done, and I am thrilled to be here today. I got in this race to win, and because I know that Senator Ernst broke her promises to Iowans. She told us she'd be independent, she was going to be different, she's going to make them squeal, but instead she joined party leadership. And she votes with Mitch McConnell 97% of the time, leaving Iowans behind. She's absolutely forgotten Iowans. So I started out with the focus on building a strong grassroots team. And we have thousands of volunteers in all 99 counties. And that's the reason we're here today, is because of the enormous amount of support we've been receiving across this state. And we are going to continue to reach out to voters in every county and fight for every single vote. Iowans, they're independent thinkers and they're independent voters. It's been an honor to run. It's been an honor to meet them, and it will be even more of an honor to serve them.
Well, I am so excited and thankful to have the opportunity to serve Iowans. And as most Iowans understand, Iowa truly is more than a place to me. It's part of who I am. And so I'm fighting every day for our Iowa values in the United States Senate. So here we are in the home stretch. And what I want Iowans to know is that I work hard to get their work done in the United States Senate. And I understand that to do that, we all have to work together. And I have been ranked as one of the most bipartisan senators by Georgetown University. And the study included senators from every state over the past 25 years. So I'm very excited to have that recognition. But certainly working with Republicans, Democrats, and independents in the United States Senate, but always remembering my focus is Iowa. So I'm fighting for farmers, I'm fighting for our veterans, I'm fighting for our working families and our single moms. I am fighting for our sexual assault survivors, domestic violence survivors, because I've been there myself. So I completely understand those issues and always driving very hard for Iowa. So this next week is going to be very exciting. I can't wait to get back to Iowa. I'm currently in Washington, D.C., doing the people's business, working on coronavirus packages, as well as the confirmation of Amy Coney Barrett to be our next Associate Justice. But I look forward to getting back and getting on the trail and seeing all of my great Iowans. Of course, we are moving very quickly towards November 3rd, and I will continue fighting for Iowa in the United States Senate. Again, one of the most bipartisan senators of the last 25 years. Now, my opponent, she may play off as being a moderate, but we see excessive amounts of money coming into the state of Iowa. Her top donors, if you look at her itemized reports, 90% of her itemized donations come from outside of the state of Iowa. The top 3 metro centers are New York City, San Francisco, and Washington, D.C. These are extreme liberals that are backing my opponent, extreme abortionists with no restrictions on abortion, even in the 3rd trimester. They want to roll back our Second Amendment gun rights. They want to put into place radical environmental regulations, which would kill our Iowa farms and our manufacturing base. They want to raise taxes on hardworking Americans. And she has even stated that herself, that she would get rid of the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, which benefited 1 million Iowans. So if you want that radical leftist view, then Teresa Greenfield is your candidate. If you want someone who has spent a lifetime of service in the state of Iowa, fighting for her communities and the state of Iowa, then I am your candidate. We will continue making Iowa great, as well as protecting the values that made America so strong.